What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach. I'll be doing a live trading session and live analysis, live discussion about trading psychology, live trading, fundamental technical aspect of trading. As a second day of trading week, we see that as I mentioned earlier guys, this is the last week of the month, and last week of the month is very volatile. And you see that there's a lot of dramatic movement in the market, which is very predictable, especially all the USD pairs, as you can see, are very predictable. And yesterday we had a very good trading days and session. So starting with the day, today also we are expecting the best out of trading. So before I begin this session, give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, and stick till the end. If you are new to the channel today, make sure you stick till the end, as well as if you are following up for a long time, stick till the end. Any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. I try to cover all the questions that coming along the way. So we'll be as usual starting with gold, and then I'll navigate most of the currency pairs and gold and metals and oil that you are trading, as well as indices. Now as you can see, gold in this trade that we had last day in the New York and London session, it was a massive trade that you have seen. This trade exactly worked out well to be 4 times profit on a single trade. Now this is a perfect example of trading on a gold 4 times profit. And as you have seen, if you have watched our New York session live, you saw that how much time the trade just moved along this way, consolidated. It almost nearly went to the SL, but finally has dropped. Now, as I mentioned guys, if you study one trade, you can understand many trade. It's like cooking a rice. When you test one rice, you see the whole pot what's happening. So this is why it is important that we highlight that trade, understand it, learn this, and so that you can apply in other trades in your trading account. So make sure you stick till the end to understand everything I'm explaining A to Z. So first of all, we'll be looking at that trade. Now before we jump on to that trade, let's quickly look at today's situation, and then we'll go back to that trade later to understand it more. Now you can see that gold on the daily time frame and from this weekless candle, as I mentioned earlier, from this weekless candle, which is a very important daily support, and from that zone we have seen that gold had a bounce to the upside. Now this is a this is a very important level of support. Now if you have watched a weekly forex forecast, you know that what I'm talking about. And from this zone, after this middleman last week, this week, yesterday, you have seen gold has gone up to the resistance zone. From the daily resistance, we have seen that gold had a bounce to the upside, now bounce to the downside, now from rejection from the top to the downside to this support level. Now with this trade, now you have seen that our TP target that we set in yesterday's trade is 1954.10 exactly, has come to the TP and had a bounce. So this is also an important point to look at. Why did I set the TP in that zone? Is because of this support zone here. Now today so far we have seen a very aggressive bounce, which is expected because there is a weekless candle here. Now you can see gold has come just to the nearly daily 20 EMA. Now there are two probability to happen on gold. Now is for the price to respect this support, as it is a very important level of support. You see that this 20 EMA on the daily is just holding like a hand. This is a very important moving average to look at, that I look at. You see, when the price hold like a hand as a support, this moving average, it's a dynamic support that supporting the price to push to the upside. Now we could see bounce from this level and continuation to the upside even without breaking down, as we see the primary bounce. Another probability for the gold to come down again to break this low, especially touch this 20 EMA and breaking this swing low and then continuation to the upside. Okay, so let's see high, lower time frame price action which is likely to happen. Now if we look at the weekly price action, we'll be looking at the lower time frame. Weekly, we can see that gold in fact from the weekly has come down to the support, again had a bounce. Ultimately what I think that gold highly likely will remain bullish at the end of the month or week, as this is the second day of trading week. I think that there is still probability for another drop and breaking this weekly low, in that case creating a higher low. We might see that gold is moving to the upside. This is another probability. So let's look at the 4 hour where we can find the opportunity to trade. Now in this 4 hour we see that this is the candle after yesterday's this massive trade has hit in the last session of the New York session, last candle. And then once today market open, we have seen as usual from this is a very important level of support and had a bounce to the upside. Now with that bounce, now we could see another drop to the daily 20 EMA. Let's draw this, or we could see continuation to the upside, which is for me is less likely to happen. I think that still we could see another wave of drop on gold, and it might lead it to the daily 20 EMA or even breaking the low. But definitely we need to look at the lower time frame price action. This is the 1 hour chart. You can see with this bounce to the upside 1 hour chart, the price slowly trying to create a bullish market structure locally. And this is the local movement today. You see this is the 1 hour candle, had a bounce, pull back. Now again the bulls, because trend is always a very important thing to look at. We have seen a local impulse and then correction. The bulls will try to break this high. Now there are a couple of scenarios may happen today, as I mentioned, is that either the price to create this local bullish to break this high and then coming back to the daily support level, one probability. Another probability is for the price to fail to break this high, instead to drop again back here. So yeah, this is where you see locally it is showing still bullish price action. This 15 minutes candle from this level has formed this bullish price action. This is a liquidity candle. You can see that from this level cross this doji's low. This is a locally bullish price action. Okay, so we might see some effort from the buyers now from this level, as this 15 minutes candle is potentially bullish. Now as I mentioned, the daily price already has come to an important level of support. Now this could be a reversal call as well on the daily, as I mentioned, because the price has come to a very important level of support, or it could break the high and then coming back. Okay, so let me tell you another scenario that could happen. You see this is the yesterday's high 1967.9, which is the 1968. Now it is possible to happen that today, because the price bounced from a very significant daily support, it is possible for today the price to break the yesterday's high and then rejecting, coming back, closing as a doji, and then dropping down later tomorrow further to break this low. Okay, so locally still we could see bullish move. Now this 15 minutes candle is forming a bullish price action. This is possible for gold now to go up. This is the daily high 1967. There is a very high probability for gold to go for short term to the upside now on in this lower time frame. Okay, so this is a 5 minutes price action which is locally forming this bullish pattern. Okay, so if it might come even down to grab some more liquidity, but this move on the 5 minutes, it's a sharp bullish move, and you see this doji here. Okay, this narrow candle is an important level of support, and it is possible for gold in this lower time frame to come back again and then to remain bullish to this level later today, to this level, breaking this high and then coming back down to the daily 20 EMA. So that could be the situation. We'll see price action by price action, and as you can see, patience is the key, guys. You have seen patience pays off yesterday in this New York session live trade. We were on this gold trade, and everyone who opened the trade definitely had a very good trading session. Let me know in the live chat if you had the full 4 times on this one. And also in our VIP group, also I have shared the same trade with everyone trading with us. Now you can see the trade that was sent out. I'll just make a screenshot on that so that you guys know. So this is the trade we sold at 1965.20. Stop loss, and you see how tight the stop loss. TP target at 1954.1. You know, Sydney in very early morning. I was at sleep. I got a I got a notification that I got 4 times hit profit on this trade, and also the same trade was sent out to the VIPs as well. As you can see, all my trade that I opened, I shared with entries, stop loss, and take profit target. And if you're on the VIP, definitely you had also the trade. If you're not, I'll recommend you to also join us. You can join us to access all the trades that I'm opening. Also, you can learn the strategy that I'm trading. You know, all the courses, all the strategies you can learn and be part of the trading community. And also you can join the VIP chat group when you are here, and also you can access all the trading tools. Link in the description area. The first link below this video, go to the website if you want to be part of, and then you can access. Just click join now button, then you will be able to access all the things that we have. So thank you for that, and let me know in the live chat how you are doing on your trading. Also join the free Telegram channel, guys. Free Telegram channel link in the at the top of the live chat. So to visit the website, I can give you a mentorship address. So mentorship is in this website, and also I'm pinning that at the top, the website address. So once you are on the website, you can click join now button. So Saim, good morning. Thank you very much, Saim. Muhammad Absar, the great mentor coach, the teacher, keep going. Thank you very much for your appreciation. So we see that gold, locally showing potentially bullish. Okay, as I mentioned, it might move to the upside, and we could see some bullish momentum. This 15 minutes candle is a bullish candle. There could be some upside on gold locally, not globally. Thank you, Saruj, for joining. Thank you very much, Tony. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning, Ozian. Thank you very much. Joe, good morning, coach. Thank you, Joe. Record the morning gold pump 1955. Very good. That's good. That's good. Joe, Euro USD. Yeah, I'll be looking next on Euro dollar. Okay, morning. So how important is the 4-hour chart for you? Yusuf, very good question. We'll discuss the time frame. Okay, this is a very important topic. So where is the okay? Thank you very much. Good morning, coach. Everything you said happened yesterday. Mariam, yeah, that's what it is. Thanks for that. You guys also predicted very nicely. I really appreciate that, and this is what trading is. Once you get the experience, you can be on it. It's not hard. Good morning, thank you very much. What's your PNL so that I can join your VIP channel? Salman, very good question. Once you're on the website, please go to the scroll down below. You'll see all the results week by week. So once you go to the website, scroll down below, you'll see the weekly result with all the screenshots and all the proofs of the trades. So you can find in the website. So once you in the Forex Trading Wizard Academy website, scroll down and you will see that weekly results. So you can see that week by week everything. Thank you very much. Direct Euro NZD. Mark Canis, thank you very much. Good morning. Thank you, Mark. So let me look at now on euro dollar. So let's see euro dollar, okay, and then we'll come back to the gold again. So looking at euro dollar, I will be looking at first of all daily. Now as you can see, daily chart pardon me, yes. Daily chart is very important for me. I always first look at the daily chart. There are two reasons. Firstly, daily chart is not too high time frame. One can do, one can generate a consistent income trading on daily chart only. If you have, let's say, even if you are trading in a prop firm, very good daily chart, because prop account normally bigger account, because daily chart is very good for trading on a bigger account, okay. Even your own fund, if you have a bit more capital, not too many, a little more, daily chart is very good, is because there are a couple of things. Is that you don't need a lot of time to trade on the daily chart. You can trade even on the 5 minutes, that's fine. But I'm saying that, let's say if you have a full-time job or part-time job, or if you don't want to spend a lot of time in trading, maybe you want to spend time with your family, your loved one, but you know trading. This is the beauty of having, being a trader. You wake up in your zone before the daily candle close, analyze the chart for 30 minutes, and then once the daily candle close, place the pending order, and then forget it. That's the very good way to, and then next day, don't look at the trade until next day. And then once you sit down on the next day, manage the trade, see what happened, and then again set another trade or do management. So 1 hour in a day working, you can make a living. Even you can make more than 2 full-time job trading on daily chart, 1 hour or 30 minutes in a day. So this is the pursuit of being a trader. That's why I mentioned that, guys, just be patient, okay. Focus on always bigger picture. This is the key of being a trader, focusing on bigger picture. See, one trade one day is not it's not defining your whole trading career. That's why the emotion is very, very important, to keep check on your emotion. So when you look at the bigger picture, for example, if you look at in 2 years time where you're gonna go, in 3 years time where you're gonna go. Say, we normally, when we do, let's say, a job, a full-time or part-time job, or doing anything, probably you're not happy, or we don't want to do that, because majority of the time you'll see that we are not happy for what we do. And there's a very good reason behind it, is that, see, everything we do is based on social conditioning. What is social conditioning? For example, see, when we are very small little child, we have a voice inside us that is called the intuition. Some people say intuition, and children are very good at listening to that intuition. See, this inner voice that we are. But over time, we keep hearing something from TV, from family, from society, do this, do that, and based on the family values and everything, we condition to do something that we are not meant to do it. For example, you really want to become someone that you forgot it. Everyone like that. So you forget that part of ourselves that really want to excel, to express unique way. So this is where the jobs comes in place, and we forget, and we do a job that we need to do it, and we stuck in a zone that we cannot break that pattern. And everyone trying to trade, I'm sure that you are very capable and you are trying to break that zone and you want to live your own life, and which is very possible by being determined. Okay, this is where I tell you that, for example, if we stuck in a job that maybe not that much of that you want to be, and we sometimes need to do it for the whole life, right? Let's say you are at 40 or 30 or 50 or 60, you still gonna probably do it for 30 years more. So if we do the job that we don't want to do for 30 years, and what if we just look at the bigger picture and look at 5 years time? Okay, and then what will happen is that you're gonna flip that script from 30 years to 5 years, and then you go to your own way of being or doing, so which is very possible. And that's why bigger picture is very, very important, looking at a long-term goal. So if you look at that, then it becomes much easier, and that's why patience is the key. So with that said, it is important that always looking at the bigger picture and being patient. So this is the way we look at the daily chart that we started that. Now from the daily perspective on gold, we see that this is the daily movement on gold, and euro dollar. With this move, the prices come down. Now the price on a zone where there is a daily 20 MA, see that the price is trying to push to the upside. What I think that, you see this, the way it has moved, has come down, I think it may not be able to, the bulls may not be able to create a new higher high. I think that we could see further downside on euro dollar because it's in a downtrend now. Now looking at the weekly, then we understand it a bit more clearly, as this is the last week of the month. Let's go back to the monthly as well. So if we look at the monthly on euro dollar, we can see that from this liquidity zone there is a rejection. Now with that rejection, the price currently coming down. I think that from the monthly we could see that euro dollar is coming back to this support level, okay, from the monthly, or even it could come back even to this support level, because when you see the market, this is the, I'll show you a couple of examples. When you see the market moving like this in a channel, okay, when the price deviate from this channel either to the upside or downside and then come back, you will see that this price will come back down to the support level before going up again. So we saw that euro dollar has deviated from this monthly channel to the upside. Now as the monthly close coming, we could see this week down, and then next week or next month early drop coming to this support and then going to the upside again at the end of the next month. So there is a still probability for downside. Now if we look at the weekly, previous week this bearish candle, now this week after a little pullback there was a gap opening, which is a bearish price action. I think that this drop might bring euro dollar below this weekly level, and this is the monthly support. It might drop well below this level. And if we look at the daily, this is where yesterday's candle has crossed that euro dollar's dodgy's high. Now if you watch my weekly forex forecast, probably exactly this is what I mentioned, highly likely, and it did it. Now from that zone, after crossing this dodgy's high, we saw a bearish engulfer. Now today so far we can see that the price primarily has gone up. So far I think we could see that euro dollar remaining downside. So the trend is down, and I strongly believe that euro dollar could drop, but always keeping a second thought is always a good idea. So now you see this 4-hour price action. This is the candle yesterday during the news had a drop, and so far it is in a downside. Now you can see this smaller candles represents that very weaker response from the buyer. And let's see this candle, this is the 4-hour candle. All right, if this one cannot break this high in the upcoming session, because this one is closing in London session, right? It's still 3 hours to go. I think that even we could see another drop from here on euro dollar. Okay, because this red represents the seller, green represents the buyer. So it's like a, instead of looking at as a price, the best way that I look at is in terms of who is in control in that market. This is the most important question that I ask when I trade, is who is in control, and then the answer come out very well. Because if we look at the price perspective, for example, this is a low price, this is a high price, this is a bit higher price, then there is something happen, is that we started to think in terms of the price level that we see on the market, because the brain sometimes think that way. So the price level that we see on the market is when we see the low price, we tend to buy. When you see the high price, because we don't sell, so things in terms of buying. So let's say if you see the supermarket today, you have gone there, the price is this, and then tomorrow is dropped, and we tend to buy because it's a good opportunity to buy because the price is dropped. But in trading, it's the other way around. So the lower that you will see the price, the higher chance of dropping. So that's why instead of thinking in terms of pricing, that I look at in terms of that who is in control in the market. So with that said, euro dollar, based on, it's still 3 hours to go for this candle, based on how this candle is closing, there are a couple of scenarios can happen. If it remains below this previous doji's high, below this high, which is trying to break the high, then you could see immediate drop from here. If it breaks this high, it might even go to the test this 20 EMA, which is will be a very good selling opportunity as well. So based on how the price action is doing, euro dollar also I will remain bearish, and I think that the way this price action, I see very high probability that it will drop to this level, or even could drop further downside. Let's find out how it goes along the way. And with that said, even we could see that then gold also might stay downside. All right, thank you very much. And so let's see how it goes. Any trade coming along the way, definitely in this live session, or if I am not even live, I will be also sharing with you. Let's see how it goes, and let me know what's your thought on euro dollar as well. And if you find value on this, give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And also, if you are looking for a regulated broker, you can join Trade, their regulated broker. So I have given a link in the live chat. As you can see, you can click the link and then register for free, start trading with a regulated broker. Once you register, during the registration, you can use the bonus code. So bonus code is Wizard. This is the code that you can use during the registration that will give you 20% bonus if you are on the eligible country, because this is what you can do. So once you trade on a regulated broker, your capital in the safe hand, and I would recommend you always trade in a smaller account in the beginning, and once you understand everything, then you can do whichever way you can go. So thank you for that. Okay, so let's quickly look at we looked at euro dollar. Gold, we see that is still there is a 4-hour candle close just now on gold, and it formed a doji. Let me see what it is trying to do now. So looking at yeah, looking at the 15 minutes. Okay, so okay, so what we could see on gold, what I think that this is the 1 hour chart, right? And we might see this one coming down, okay, and then the next one is trying to go up again. So we could see a little more sideways on the lower time frame. The reason is, you can see this market was in a channel, right? And then the price grab liquidity from here, has come down, grab liquidity from here, has gone up, and it might remain again in this range a little more time, and then we could see that drop. So let's quickly look at the trade that we have closed yesterday. If you remember the New York session, let me explain why did I open the trade. As I mentioned, guys, it is very important that you understand also the reason behind the trade. So what made me open this gold trade, which gave us this four times profit? Now if you look at 15 minutes chart, when this price action has developed, okay, this price action has formed, this is where where the trade was called. And if you look at a little higher time frame from the so if you look at this higher time frame, you see there is a 4-hour 20 EMA. Okay, now when this price has gone up during the New York session time, we know that this market is in a downtrend, okay, creating series of lower high and lower low. Now as we have our TF or trend following strategy, you can see that where gold is showing this sell alert, exactly one sell opportunity here on gold. And if you look at this especially on the 4-hour, there's only one selling opportunity, right? Now this is what we applied our TF strategy. Now we know that the price is crossing the 20 EMA to the upside on the lower time frame. There is always, we need to keep a synchronization between the higher time frame and the lower time frame. Now you can see after this back-to-back quite a few attempts from this resistance, the price has broken completely to the downside, and this is where the trade was called. And we saw later we have seen a little more upside, okay, quite a few times the buyers tried to break this high, okay, and then finally from that zone we have seen this massive breakdown. And with that breakdown, after gathering multiple times liquidity, you have seen that. And when we were on the live, you saw this one also has given another selling opportunity according to the TF strategy, and we saw that movement happen, and it is in fact has dropped fully to the TP target of 4.1 times. And also the same trade was shared with the VIPs as well. For those who are trading with us, you can, if you enjoyed that trade, give a big thumbs up. And also let's see where we can find next opportunity on gold as well. Now as I mentioned earlier, this is the 15 minutes price action. You can see the bulls trying to make this move to the upside. I think that locally we might see a little downside now. I think this is the 1 hour chart, right? Highly likely we could see a retest of this 1 hour 20 EMA zone, and then we might see that gold is going up to this resistance today, and from that level we could see again coming back down. Now 4 hour, you can see there is a doji previous session, and with this doji, after this bullish candle a doji, we could see the price is breaking this high and then coming down. So either we could see a break of all this high going here coming down, or we could see just breaking this high and then coming down. So based on the price action confirmation, it's very important that we need to look at the price action confirmation. You see that I always look at the price action confirmation. So the price action confirmation comes down to having a strategy, because every strategy defines what are the rules of entry and exit. Trading without a strategy is like, gambling, and I don't think that one can be profitable over the long term without a strategy. So let me know in the live chat, do you have a strategy that you trade? You don't need to share your strategy, but just let me know yes or no. I want to know, guys, how far you are on your trading. Thank you very much. Morning. Thank you, Salman. Thank you. Had in some other VIP group, but problem is that they don't care about the risk reward. Yes, Salman. Yeah, absolutely. I understand. I understand your concern, because most don't care risk reward. We do care, because every trade that I take, I feel like the thousands of people copying the trade, so I never compromise on that. Definitely something very important that looking at that risk to reward is very, very important. Risk reward or a high probability, there are two. Say it is possible for you to be, let's say, at least 1-to-1 profitable. In that case, you have to have a bigger asset, and you need to use a very precise strategy to be profitable with 1-to-1, which is possible. But more than 1-to-1, any back tested strategy is very good. So thank you for that, West. Good morning. So morning, coach. Gold, yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you very much. Morning, coach. Great job. US100. Yeah, next we will be looking at US100 and US30. The good gold trading. Yeah, thank you very much. Awesome. Thank you. Good morning, Sergey. Thank you very much. Good morning. All right. So looking at a question that came earlier from Yusuf. Let's go to that question, and then I'll go to the analysis again, other instrument. So how important is the 4-hour chart for you? Okay. See, trading, all right, is you can be profitable in any time frame, in any chart pattern. Okay, let's say you can be profitable in 4 hours, you can be profitable in 1 hour, or you can be profitable in 15 minutes, you can be profitable on 5 minutes, or you can be profitable on daily. Now, there is a notion that the lower time frame is not that much reliable than higher time frame. There is two sides in it. First of all, if you are beginner as a trader, yes, lower time frame could be very difficult for you to trade, and it might make you confused. Because in the beginning, lower time frame, let me tell you what it is. For example, when you see a 4-hour candle, all right, you have a lot of time to analyze the chart. You have a lot of time to understand the direction of the market. Or if you're trading on the daily, for example, this 4-hour candle close, and you can take at least 10-15 minutes to make a decision either to sell or buy or what to do, right? Because it's a higher time frame, so you have time to make a decision. This is the best thing with the higher time frame. All right, Now if you trade on the 5 minutes, for example, on the 15 minutes, then you need to be either experienced, or you need to be mentored or guided by someone. For example, if you are experienced, that you know that in what situation you will be entering the trade, because you have a lot of experience, you back tested, you know that okay, this is the situation. Because in a 5 minutes candle you might need to make a decision in less than a minute, because it's a scalping almost. In a day trading on 15 minutes also you need to make a very quick decision. So this is why, let's say for the beginner, it is important that you stick to the higher time frame. Now 4-hour chart is very important and very effective price action candlestick pattern time frame for trading. There are two reasons. Is you can see that, look at our GBP CAD trade that we have opened yesterday and the Euro CAD. Okay, GBP CAD is still running. See that Euro CAD, that this is the trade that we have opened. We had a 3 times profit, we closed early, and then we opened GBP CAD, which is still running. Now Euro CAD trade, you can see we have opened here. Okay, and also if I show you exactly, see, this is how we trade, and it is important that you understand how trading works. So that's why I tell you guys, just always pay attention, and it's very important. Now you can see Euro CAD trade, this is where now the candle, you see the real chart and the trade that I have sent. See what happened. This is where our TF strategy showing a sell signal on Euro CAD yesterday. This is the real chart, the real trade that I have sent out to the VIPs before the live session, that in London session time. And it is giving me the sell alert according to our TF strategy, the TF indicator. And from that zone, you can see Euro CAD sell, stop loss, take profit, and also 1 to 3 risk to reward. And also I have mentioned what is strategy, our TF strategy, and news and price action trading strategy applied. And for those who are our lifetime member, you know this strategy, how it works. And from that zone, once the trade was called, you can see one candle has the same candle, the one that we have opened, that candle has given the 3 times profit. But we opened the other one on GBP CAD. This one we took because there was a news going on. We took some profit on the spike and then we closed it. But this is how it works. You can see it took me less than an hour to hit the 3 times profit. That's why when you trade on intraday, such as on the 4-hour, it's a bigger time frame and there is a lot of trading opportunity. Sometimes you'll find a very quick profit on that trade. So on the daily also, it's a higher time frame good, but 4-hour is a very generalized good time frame for especially the swing trader and day trader. In addition, on the lower time frame is always also, if someone trading all day long, yeah, lower time frame can be traded. So this is how 4-hour is very important time frame. I always look at for trading, and it's a very reliable time frame, because in one session you will have a lot of volume in that same candle, and you have a lot of time to make a decision. So if you want to explore more our strategies, also you can join us. You will be learning the strategy, and also you can access this TF indicator. This is our TF strategy translated into a Pine script. Once you are our lifetime member, you will be able to access that, and also all the trade that I am opening also I'm sharing with, and you will be part of a VIP chat group for the rest of your life. You will be able to access everything that we have. You can join us, link in the description area, and also you can find a link at the top of the live chat. Once you're on the website, first click the link, visit the website, and then click join now button, and you will be able to join Forex Trading Wizard Academy to be part of this trading community. So let's quickly look at now on some other, let's see the indices that we will be looking at. Before that, let me see you are up to. Where is Euro USD headed, coach? So Euro dollar, we discussed it. We'll be discussing. I think that it's gonna go down further after a pullback. Gbpusd. Yeah, we'll be looking at the strategy. Okay, very good. I use various strategies depending on the market structure. Master, yeah, that's very good. So having a strategy is very important, guys. Two things, not only strategies. See, you can find a lot of strategies, but two things: having a strategy and having faith on that strategy. These are the two key components that is very, very important. Having a strategy and having faith on the strategy. So how do you gain faith on the strategy? When you do the back testing on that strategy is very, very important. You know, you need to back test the strategy, or you need to watch the back testing videos, or someone else did and you have seen that by your own eyes. And that's why we have a back testing session on our courses. There are more back testing session coming up, also adding every day some more content. I think that is very important. Either you back test it or you watch that someone else doing the back testing for you, and then you watched it, because you need to believe in the strategy. The main goal here is the, you know, developing a conviction on the strategy, you know, because a trade might go the other direction in any strategy. Now, if it is your first trade, let's say you started a strategy and then first trade hit the stop loss, and then you might doubt the strategy. I will also do the same thing, because I didn't see either it's a good strategy or it's a bad strategy. I don't know, right? So it's very difficult to keep faith on that strategy. But if you see that on the back testing result after 100 trade, couple of trades tested has given you a positive result, so you know that over time it's gonna give you a good positive return. So you start to develop faith and believe that a strategy, even in the beginning you didn't get any results. So that's why it is important that, you know, one must have a strategy and faith on that strategy by back testing or by watching the back testing results. Good morning, thank you very much. Good to you, sir. How are you? From Philippines. Thank you very much. I'm good, thank you. Your USD, is the VIP signal group separate from the lifetime access? No, not separate. So basically, in lifetime access, you will have access to the website dashboard where you have all the trading tools and courses, and also you will have access to the VIP chat group and signal group separately in the Telegram. Can you explain what is the trading session you mean? NY London? Okay, very good. I will discuss that. Gold, thank you very much. Why strategy not work 100%? I will discuss that. Very good question. So first of all, I think Sri, probably you are beginner. So NY session, London session is basically the timing. As you know that Forex is 24-hour 5 days market, right? So Forex is 24-hour 5 days market. The reason is somewhere in the world the market is open. So NY session means that New York session, that means that when New York banks open in the morning, so it starts the New York session, New York Stock Exchange opens, and then banks open, so it goes until banks close, because trading is all about banks are trading, they're in institutional trader trading, so which is considered as NY session. For example, morning 9 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. every country has a different timing, till 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. so which is considered as New York session. And in the same way, London time in the morning, and then till in the evening, in the afternoon, until the banks open. So this is called the London session. Similarly, Tokyo session, Sydney session, Frankfurt session, wherever you are, there is always a session. and they also overlap. Okay, so when especially New York session and London session, when they overlap, that's where the highest volumes comes in the market, because majority of the volumes comes from New York session and London session. The highest volume comes in, and then they again overlap. Okay, so yeah, this is how it works. Hope that you understood. Any question? Also, there is a apps available, free apps. Let me tell you what it is. You can download it on your mobile phone. It's a free app on the mobile that will give you the timing that I use, because it's sometimes confusing. There is always timing changes around the world. Time, for example, daylight saving, and then you'll see that New York session changes, London session changes, because your time changes. So the apps is called the Forex hours. So let me show you how it looks like. Now if you open that app, if you install it, it's look like that. I don't know if I can see on the camera. Let me show you. So it will show you close market. For example, you see that open market. All right, so once you at the bottom, there is a option to choose open market or close market. So now I'm in open market, so it will show you what markets are open. And if you choose this bottom line here, let's say I choose the closed market, now it will show you what markets are closed and what time in that zone. So it will give you a very good idea of the market opening and closing time, and you will have a good track of that. So that I use, it's a free, you can find it I think App Store, as well as you can find it in Google Play or everywhere, I think so. So you can use that. It's easy to understand. Good day, coach. Traders full TP on gold, the power of patience and letting go. Very good. Very good. That's very good understanding, and thanks for that. Yeah, it was a full TP hit. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, so let's see. Okay, on gold we see that a bounce, as I mentioned earlier. So you see from this support level, there is a bounce to the upside on gold. The price crossing the 20 EMA zone. Okay, so exactly from the 1 hour support level, okay, there has been a bounce. Okay, so gold, you can see from the 4 hour, there is a on the lower time frame, the bulls trying to break this high. This is a very significant support. You can see back to back 3 15 minutes 1 hour candle had a bounce from the same level. That's really interesting to look at. And if you look at 30 minutes, you can see the 4 candle had a bounce from the same level. Okay, very important level of support. So that's the sign of potentially further move to the upside. I think very highly likely gold will break today 1968. Okay, and then we could see it might go up a little further. All right, and then we might see the drop, or if it wants to continue, it can continue, because the price bounced from an important support. It is possible for gold to be a bit more strongly bullish now you can see this 4-hour candle. Now this 4-hour candle might come back down again below this doji. I think it might break this low, and then we could see that potentially upside on gold again. So from lower time frame, if you look at the 30 minutes, you can see back to back 30 minutes candle created the support. Any break of this low, okay, will give us entry. Now let me tell you what I'm gonna do, because if you learn our TF strategy, you know that if this price break this low, our TF strategy satisfies, and I will be entering the trade not on break. So what I need, the price to break this 1960 level and then close and then go back up, close, then I will see the TF strategy at work, and I will be entering the trade, you know, TP1 here at 1966 level. TP2 I will keep open for 3 or 4 times target on this one. Okay, so locally we see that potentially upside on gold. All right, let's see how it is giving us the opportunity. Okay, so it's trying to break to the upside. There is a probability for locally bullish move. Now this move on gold, because it had a bounce from a significant support, after breaking this swing high, we'll see how the price is doing. It might break up further, or it might just, you know, continue to drop from that level. Based on how the price action is doing, we will be taking the action. Let's see how it does. I think it's trying to create potentially upside. All right, but until we see that it has penetrated this support, created a long wick candle, not yet. And if it fails to do so, if it started, if it is starting to drop, then we might see that the price is coming. So okay, so this 15 minutes candle, which is a bullish candle. Let me see. Okay, I think we'll see again another drop. All right, it might break this support again. It might test the 1 hour 20 EMA, and also it's the 30 minutes 20 EMA, and then we could see that gold is bouncing to the upside. Okay, so which is a bullish price action locally. Yeah, so this is what we see on gold currently. Let me see quickly all of them, guys. Eurusdjpy, I'll see the 4-hour Eurusdjpy showing bullish. Okay, we see quite a few dojis. Price trying to form a bullish price action. CAD JPY, AUD CAD. Euro CAD, I'm just looking at all of them, guys. Euro dollar also has broken this high, so we might see upside on euro dollar as well locally. Gbpusd, so all the USD pairs currently locally showing bullish, including the GBP USD. Euro NZD from daily, and yes, we could see that one. Euro NZD, if it breaks this high, we'll be able to see the downside. Gold, you can see after testing the 20 EMA now having a bounce. Okay, so let's just look at all of them. So dollar CAD showing downside. Now you can see this daily candle on dollar CAD. See, there is a very important clue to look at here, because dollar CAD from the daily, it is a bearish engulfer. You can see dollar CAD has crossed this high to the upside, and you can see it crossed the closing past that zone, okay, and there is a long wick at the bottom. So because dollar CAD showing, this one is a bearish pattern, and there is a double top on dollar CAD and potentially downside. So if dollar CAD is down, if we look at the higher time frame on the weekly, we can see that this is a down. So there is a potentially downside on dollar CAD. So that means that CAD is stronger, very dollar is getting weaker. So gold might be to the upside for short term or long term, okay. For the time being, we see that. So you need to keep eye on that. You can see CHF-JPY also bouncing off this level. GBP-JPY also showing that potential movement. So I'm just looking at all of them. Here's dollar yen. Okay, GJ also from this level bouncing to the upside. This dollar yen. Why don't I see dollar yen? Okay, so dollar yen is okay, a little bit in a sideways because of the weakness in dollar. So going to the gold again we saw that bounce on gold from this support. Okay, so from this, what we see that yen pairs are getting stronger slowly, okay, including Euro-JPY and all of them. And also we see that euro-dollar also slowly, euro-dollar and gold is slowly picking up. But I think that you can see euro-dollar is heading to that zone. I think there is still downside. Euro-dollar for me is still bearish from this daily 20 EMA. The price is heading to the upside. Now it will be really important to see how the price is reacting to this level. It might go back to this zone, and after testing the 4-hour 20 EMA, we might see that the price again coming to the downside. So it could go up well above on euro dollar on the daily, and then later you could see that the market is coming down, and I don't think that euro dollar will be able to create another bullish impulse this way. Very highly likely that we could see after going up, forming a long wick candle. Now this move might euro dollar go up to this level, forming a long wick candle, and then could continue to drop. So this is possible for euro dollar, let's say later today, going up and forming a long wick candle, and in New York session the price coming back down again, closing as a long wick doji, and then to drop. Now if I give you an example, look at AUD USD, exactly the same way it happened. Let me show you. Now you can see AUD USD, the same pattern. After this doji, a red bearish candle, then the bulls break this high, all of them form this long wick candle, and then downside. Okay, so all right, so that could be repeating with euro dollar, a probability that going up, coming down as a long wick candle, and then dropping further to this support level. Okay, so based on what kind of price action we see in the real time, we will be opening the position. Hopefully that you understood. Give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. As you can see, every day and every weekend I do post a lot of content on the YouTube to help trader. So if you are subscribed, everything will be on the home page. So I'm gonna pause for 2 seconds so everyone have time to do that. Awesome, thank you. And also, if you are looking for a regulated broker, you can use Gbpusd. They are regulated and our recommended broker. Also, there is a link in the description. Also, I'm giving a link in the live chat for Gbpusd. You can click the link, and then once you click the link, register for free, start trading with a regulated broker. I would recommend you to start with any capital that you want to start. Even with a smaller account will help you to grow and to be profitable as a trader. So thank you. Let me see at what age you start trading. Brian, thank you very much. I trade late when I was doing the full-time job, and not very early, okay, in my young age, but yeah, thank you for asking that. Mark, I believe that, yeah, testing allows. Thank you very much. Hello, how curate your signals in the lifetime access? I like, what is the profit this percentage? Do you have any? Yes, Lolo, absolutely. You can visit the website. So once you in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, this is our website. If you scroll down below this website, you'll see everything. So you go to the weekly results, then you will be able to see all the results that it's published every week. If you have any question, you can ask the live agent. Isa is there. She'll be able to help you any question that you have. Thank you for asking. Can you repeat app name? Okay, so the app name is Forex Hours. So if I show you on my mobile, okay, how do I do that? So it's called Forex Hours. Okay, so Forex Hours, that's the name or app name. It's a silver color and a white, off-white, and then it's like a clock. You'll see like a clock at the top. Let me see if there's anything that I can. So I can give you preview, so you can see that. You see that Forex Hours. So bottom, you see that Forex Hours. That's the app. Okay, so you can download it. It's free, and then you can get timing on that. So thanks for that. Morning, sir. Which 20 EMA do you manually find most useful? Okay, so which 20 EMA? What do you mean by which 20? Like, you mean which EMA? Okay, 20 and 10 EMA is mostly I use. Many other EMA you can use in a different way. Where should my entry be for the sell? Okay, so yeah, thank you very much. Where is the pivot entry point for euro dollar today? Gbpusd CAD, thank you. Euro AUD, thank you for that. Gbpusd, yeah. Of course, what age you can? Very good, thank you. Come to dollar yen. Yep. So okay, looking at dollar yen. Okay, so looking at dollar yen, I think the dollar yen, you see this is a bullish move on dollar yen, and longer term picture on dollar yen, it's a bull market. Okay, so if you look at the monthly, you can see that the market after crossing all this low, the price gathered liquidity on the monthly. I think the last week of the month dollar yen might remain bullish, and we could see that dollar yen is breaking to the upside to this resistance line. Now if we look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective, this is a bullish candle on dollar yen. So from the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, this is a daily movement. Dollar yen, you can see last day of trading, there is a narrow candle, which is a long wick at the bottom. And as this is a long wick on dollar yen, we could see that the price might be breaking to the upside. Very highly likely that we could see potentially bullish on dollar yen. So from lower time frame, we can see that this is the lower time frame price action on dollar yen. And I think that dollar yen, if you look at this one here, this is a potentially locally bullish market structure, and highly likely that we could see initially a break to the downside and then pushing high. So because we see that all the yen pairs going bullish, so dollar yen, we could see that the price might break this low, and especially from this 20 EMA, if it trigger liquidity and create a long wick candle, we'll look for potentially buying opportunity on dollar yen. Okay, so especially you can see dollar CAD, so dollar getting weaker, especially on dollar CAD. I see that on the daily there is a bearish candle, so we might see that upside on gold. This is what I was looking at. And DXY, we might see that a downside. You can see from this resistance downside, as we are expecting euro dollar to remain bearish, still showing potentially locally bullish. And if DXY managed to drop here further, then we might see that gold is going up. But I think that we will see further upside on all of them. So DXY, after dropping to this level, we might see that again there is a bullish move, because it's a locally established uptrend on DXY. You can see that this is the move correction. So the price is creating series of higher high and higher low. Now we could see a local breakdown on DXY, that is the local breakout on euro dollar, and that could come to this 20 EMA zone, breaking this low, and then we can expect, so you might see a break and consolidation and then continuation to the upside on DXY. So that if we reflect on euro dollar, we might see that breakout, consolidation, and then continuation to the downside like that. So that could be a high probability situation with euro dollar. So I hope that guys you enjoyed. Give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Now if you want to learn the strategy that we are trading and also be part of trading community, you can join us. There is a link in the description area. You can visit the website, and also any question, don't hesitate to ask me using the live chat. So with that said, as I'm coming on live again in the New York session and London session time, so make sure that you stay present there as well. As you can see, we do open quite a few good trade and profitable trades, and I want to see you again in the next session. Until that, stay well, stay happy. If you're on the VIP, then I will see you there. Any question, don't hesitate to ask, even using the comment section on the YouTube. I'll be there always answering your question. So thank you, and with that said guys,